Well, hello everybody. I want to introduce myself. My name is Melissa Quayle, and I'm thrilled that you joined us in our home. And I want to introduce you to my husband, Mike Quayle, and it's a pleasure for you to have joined us tonight.
I'm glad they all could.
I know, absolutely.
We had started to do this outside, but our neighbors were a little loud tonight, so we decided we'd bring the show back inside.
Yeah, the party's back inside, but I just love technology, and we're able to be in Tennessee and wherever you are. We've got about 75 people joining us tonight, and we're so thrilled. We'd love to hear feedback on the Facebook page, but the reason you're invited is somebody cares about you. Whoever invited you, it's because they love you. And I say that, and you'll understand more when I share my story. But I don't know how many of you have heard about Juice Plus. The question I hear continually when I say, have you heard about Juice Plus? The very first thing they say is, what does it taste like? So that lets me know they really don't know what Juice Plus is. And it's very simply, it's just 30 raw fruits and vegetables in a capsule. And you don't have to worry about what it tastes like or in a delicious gummy. But this literally is what Juice Plus is. It is this rainbow of beautiful raw fruits and vegetables, vine ripened, picked at their very best, and literally put it together in a process to where the water is taken out and it's able to be in a low temperature where all the nutrients are left. And the way we know that, it is the most thoroughly researched nutritional product in the world. There's over 35 clinical studies, and I will not bore you with all the science. I'll tell you the highlights of it, that it literally is absorbed in your body. And you know, how many things do you take and you don't know whether it's even absorbed? It reduces systemic inflammation. It reduces oxidative stress, which those two things are the leading causes of all diseases. It makes your skin look better. It helps your gum health. Mike and I both really noticed that. But it helps balance out your immune system. And there's so many, many more. But for me, I found out about Juice Plus 8.5 years ago. And I heard one phrase, with Juice Plus you get new red blood cells. Well, to you that may not mean like that much, but to me it was a beacon of hope because I have horrible DNA. Just my mom alone has high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, colon cancer that left her with an ostomy bag, and ovarian cancer that took her life. So for me, I had this ominous dark cloud that followed me every day, and I had no idea, was I going to end up with the same things my mom had? I had no idea because I didn't know what I didn't know. But I found out that 75% of all diseases can be prevented through good nutrition, and I think now they've even raised it to 80%. So the reason I say that whoever invited you, it's because they loved you. Because for me, you know what I kept saying is, why didn't somebody love us enough? And the reason why I said that, the day I heard that beacon of hope was the day that my husband of almost 25 years of marriage had just died of lung cancer. He was a non-smoker. There was no cancer in his DNA, and I was on my way out the door to pick out his casket. And I heard that, and I remember thinking, I have no idea what that lady's talking about, but whatever it is, I want it. So I just kept saying, how could people around me know and never share with me? And that's why I'm so thankful that when the Lord brought this amazing man in my life 4 years ago, I was able to share this gift with him.
Yeah, and she did share it. Yeah.
I say it's more fun if I tell the story. It's more accurate if he tells it.
The first morning I met Melissa, I flew to her house in Tennessee, and she had breakfast ready for me at her home, but on the counter in front of where I was sitting was a whole pile of pills, and I thought, wow, what's this? And she was telling me about this amazing product called Juice Plus. Well, to tell a secret on myself, I'm a lifelong recovering alcoholic and drug addict, and you just don't put a pile of pills in front of somebody like me and not have questions asked. But anyway, I think I was just a little skeptical.
A lot skeptical.
So
skeptics don't scare me.
Being a career journalist, when I left her house that morning, I went back to my hotel room and started researching this product called Juice Plus. Well, the first page on Google had a video of a gentleman that said Juice Plus is a scam. Well, that made a little bit more sense to me. But there were all sorts of articles going on, so I had to find out who this guy was to see if he even knew what he was talking about. Well, he didn't. He was a paid lobbyist for the pharmaceutical industry, which really told me a whole lot. And so my skepticism started dying when I was reading all about the scientific research. And the fruits and vegetables, as Melissa said, that go into this, these are not your fruits and vegetables that you get in the grocery store. These are grown under very strict conditions, very proprietary processes, so many processes that they really don't want people traveling to these farms where they're grown, because they don't want anything disturbed. So, but anyway, I got on Juice Plus and I took it for about 6 months and started noticing all sorts of differences. Being a recovering alcoholic, I see my doctor every 6 months, blood work and the whole thing. But he could not believe how improved my blood work was. I mean, my blood work was better than it was when I was 18 years old. My cholesterol had fallen more than 300 points. My triglycerides were down.
The skin looks different.
My gums didn't bleed, which my dentist really appreciated. But just all sorts of things. I was waking up more alert. I had more energy. But, you know, it wasn't just the Juice Plus, but it was the lifestyle
it's like a catalyst.
that good eating does for you. And so between getting better rest, drinking lots more water, and getting a little bit of exercise really kind of changed my life.
Exactly. You know, and the one thing that, you know, you may be saying, well, we already take a vitamin, you know, but what I want to say is, you know, I want you to be able to see. You know, if you look at Juice Plus and you turn around the back, you're going to notice something really different. It doesn't say supplement. It says nutrition facts, because it's just food. That's all that's in it, is what I showed you. And we have the green, which is the garden. We have the orchard, which is the vegetable. And then we have the vineyard, which is the berries. And you can take all three of these every day, and it's literally flooding your body with 30 raw fruits and vegetables every day. And my very favorite part, it's so simple. I mean, we travel constantly, and we can take this no matter where we go. We don't have to worry about refrigerating it. And I'm telling you, we work very hard to eat good and to buy a lot of raw fruits and vegetables. But do you know how many drawers of really good intentions that I've thrown away of, you know, things that our schedule changed and I had to throw things away? This is simple. It's affordable. Literally, for $2.38 a day, you are getting 30 raw fruits and vegetables. And the very best part, our company loves this next generation, these children that are, they're just having a horrible time. You know, Mike says all the time, when he was growing up, he didn't know any kids with diabetes, cancer
or anything.
Yeah. But now it's everywhere, and unfortunately that's becoming the norm. So rather than, you know, our company hating that statistic, what they're saying is we're going to do something about it. So for every adult that orders Juice Plus, orders an adult order, they are able to get a child for free for 4 years. What company does that? For 4 years, your child can get it for free. They just have to be 4 years old to a full-time college student. I mean, that just shows what kind of company that believes in this next generation. Over 1 million children have gotten Juice Plus for free.
Well, and it's, you know, and it's not overly dramatic to say that our children are being poisoned by the food we're eating these days. All of us are. And if you ever look at the back of just a processed meal, the amount of chemicals that are in it, the amount of junk that is non-life-giving, and you're thinking, well, are they saying that fruits and vegetables are a miracle? Yeah, they are. God put Adam and Eve in the garden and expected them to eat from the garden. I don't remember a chemical plant being nearby. But, you know, our society is under attack by the stuff that we're eating. And I think that's why we're seeing so much disease these days, especially in children.
Exactly. And you say, well, my kids won't swallow pills. You know what? They don't have to. We've got delicious gummies in the fruit, vegetable, and berries, all the same, and they get the fruit and vegetable for free. And so you're thinking, literally, you and your child are you're going to flood your body with 30 raw fruits and vegetables, and your child's going to be able to flood their body with 20 fruits and vegetables. I mean, it literally, you know, whoever invited you to this call, they can share with you the studies that they're finding with the Children's Health Study, these kids. But Mike and I, we needed to do a jump start. We, you know, we're eating good, but we just knew that because of all of our travel and just so many things in our environment that we wanted to take it to the next level. And let me just say, you know, whoever invited you, if you do decide to add Juice Plus to your diet, we don't want to just, you know, say, here, take this product. We want to arm you. We want to be able to give you something that's going to help. So they can email you this Healthy Revolution cookbook. And I'm telling you, every single thing that we've made out of this, it's literally been delicious. Even Mike has loved everything. And so we want to give you, we want to be able to arm you to say, here, this is going to be another catalyst that's going to help you. Because one thing that you will find out is when you add Juice Plus, it's something called metabolic reprogramming. Whatever you fuel in your body and flood your body with, that's what you're going to crave. So we want to arm you with the recipes. So what we did as a family, we decided that for 10 days, we were going to do a thing called Shred 10. And what we did was, I'm going to tell you what we added. We added more real food, which was our Juice Plus Trio. And then we also added 2 meal replacement shakes. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, please, I hate shakes. They're horrible. They're grainy. They don't taste good. They're chalky. Whatever you say, I promise you, well, I can't really promise, but I've not had anybody yet that says, ugh, these, I mean, they're delicious. Honestly, they are unbelievable. So we want you to add 2 shakes a day, and you can do them in any form. I mean, Mike's going to make a shake here in just a few minutes. You can make them in pudding. I even today made up these little balls. They've got nothing but peanut butter, a little bit of honey, oatmeal. I did gluten-free oatmeal. And I mean, it's just amazing all the things that you can do.
And you can also use almond butter.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And one of them does have almond butter. And drink plenty of water. We want you to get rest. You know, stress is doing such a number on our health. So we want you to be able to sleep. We want you to try to sleep 7 to 8 hours. And that is one thing that people say after they add Juice Plus. They sleep better and they wake up more alert. And then we want you to exercise most days. Well, we said this is a jump start. So there's going to be some detoxing going on. So the way that's going to happen is we are going to eliminate some things just for 10 days. So we're not asking you to do this for the rest of your life. 10 days. You can do anything for 10 days. Come on. Eliminate gluten. That's really not that hard. Eliminate dairy. That has been so much easier than what I thought it was going to be. Eliminate caffeine as a morn goes out throughout the crowd. Really and truly.
If I could do it, anybody could.
He did it. And I'm telling you, this man could drink 4 cups of coffee in a day easy. And he did it and did it very well. And no alcohol, no processed food, refined sugars, and the best you can to not eat after 6. And I know some of you with your working, you know, that makes it difficult, but try your best to not eat 3 hours before you go to bed at night. But Mike's going to show you how easy it is. Literally, this is what I do for him every single morning, basically 7 mornings out of the week.
And really, you know, this is a meal replacement, and you just get a shaker cup, and we used unsweetened almond milk in it. And we, Complete also comes in these little single serve packets, so even for a guy like me, it's a whole lot easier to do it. Dump it in, shake it up, and breakfast is ready.
Absolutely.
Breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And I've tasted those other shakes, and they're not very good to me.
Exactly.
So,
well, the thing is,
that's it.
They're $2. So you're thinking 2 of your meals are going to be $4. How easy is that it's taken care of? But my favorite part is that this is 13 grams of really high quality protein. You've got 8 grams of the most expensive fiber that you can get. And it's got the ancient grains in it. It's got things like pumpkin powder. It's got, oh my goodness, I can't even go over all the things. Broccoli sprout, alfalfa sprout, radish sprout. It's got so many things that you're normally not going to get, but it has the same glycemic index as broccoli. I mean, my hands used to tremble all the time. I mean, he can testify, my kids can. But literally, with doing the shred and adding the shakes, I just don't do that anymore because it helps keep your blood level and your blood sugar consistent. So who doesn't want a support group? And that's the one thing that we love so much, and people are having such tremendous results. And this is not Juice Plus is not a weight loss company, and Juice Plus never promises to treat, prevent, or cure anything. But it's amazing what happens when we give our body what God intended. And with Shred 10, we have support groups. We have a Facebook group. And we're going to be checking on you. You're going to have other people cheering you on, sharing recipes. And if you're not feeling too motivated one day, I promise you, we're going to cheer you on and we're going to help you feel better and help you want to keep pushing. And you know, the thing that I've realized is you don't always feel prevention, but unfortunately, you don't feel deterioration till it's too late. You know, Mike and I both lost our spouses to cancer. And the oncologist told Perry he probably had cancer for 10 years and we had no idea. That's why we say, what if we would have known? What if we could have armed his body with more nutrition? In the same way with Mike with Cindy.
Yeah. Well, and I don't want anybody out there thinking that the Shred 10 program is a diet, because it is not a diet. It is basically nutritional rebalancing. It's telling your body that we need 10 days to try to rebalance everything. You know, fat is created to protect the body from toxins and impurities. But the downside of this is fat creates unwanted weight, and we all carry unwanted weight. Especially as we get a little bit older. But dieting or calorie cutting results in fat loss. It also increases toxic density, and this is the part of the Shred 10 that's great. Is you're detoxing as you're going through. But this results in rebounding as toxic overload triggers the body's need to create fat, and the result, more fat.
Exactly.
You just gain it all back. But through the Shred 10 program, you're cellular cleansing. It's just like in the Shred 10 program, removes toxins from the body, creates lean muscle, and it melts away fat. And it's not overnight, but it's a program.
Right.
But maintaining a nutritional balance keeps the body naturally lean while cleansing and managing toxins.
Exactly. And you know, when you look at this and you think about, okay, so, you know, tell me what this is going to mean. What this means is you're investing in your health. You know, a man who has 1,000,000 wishes but doesn't have his health, he only has one wish, and that's for his health. And that's why we're so committed to do this, is we just want to make a difference. Every day we wake up to passion and purpose. And we don't have to be doing this, but we're doing this because we're so committed. And, you know, if you're sitting here thinking about other people that you know, that you would love for them to do the shred with you, you know, I'm just going to tell you, there is an opportunity here with the Juice Plus Company as well. It's only $50 to own your own franchise. You know, you don't have to stockpile your garage. You don't have to do a quota. You don't have to measure up. No one's going to be calling you, bugging you. It's just, you make it what you want. But for me, for 5 years of being a widow, I really don't know what I would have done without my Juice Plus paycheck. And I never had any intentions of doing anything with this. But I was so passionate because my thought was, wow, your DNA is not your destiny. I've got to tell the world that, because I didn't know, and I wanted everybody else to know that. And so now, because of this company, I mean, we've got amazing insurance. You know, we make a great paycheck. But more than that, we have the opportunity to change lives. We've got so many people on our team that have been able to make the choice to be able to stay home with their kids. So we just want you to know, you know, I feel a moral obligation to share the Juice Plus product, you know, but I now feel the moral obligation to let you know there is an opportunity here if you want it. If you don't, that's okay too.
And I was quite skeptical about this also. My late wife, Cindy, was the queen of multi-level marketing programs. And we had more Avon products and more of everything in our garage that, you know, went unsold. So you're right, with the Juice Plus, they do everything. All you have to do is share what it's doing for you.
Exactly.
And this gives me the opportunity. I want to reach out now if there are any men out there, as well as the women who are the head of your households. Your family is under attack, as I said earlier. And what do you do when your family is under attack? You try to protect them. And I'm really not trying to be dramatic here, but we have got to take control of what we are feeding our children and ourselves. Men, you are the breadwinners for the most part in the family. You need to stay around. And
exactly.
I'm 60. I've gone through several little bits of health problems. And you're right. If you don't have your health, you don't have anything. But your family's under attack, so you need to take the bull by the horns here, and, you know, protect your family.
Right.
Get them on a better diet of fruits and vegetables, and be a leader. And you can be a leader not only in your own family, but your workplace. And I'll tell you what, I didn't count on ever doing this, but we're having a ball doing it. And the Juice Plus Company, their mission is to inspire healthy living around the world. Well, we don't go around the world, but we certainly try to inspire healthy living in our little corner of it.
Exactly,
And,
exactly. And you know, if you're thinking about this and you say, wow, Melissa, $2.38 a day, you know what? That is literally a cup of Starbucks is more expensive than that. But when you think about what you can do with $2.38, I'm telling you, you've got to see this more, not at the cost, but look at the value of it. I literally don't know how they're able to do it as reasonable as they do. So just look at, we invest in things every day. You know, you save to go buy a new purse or new whatever guys go buy. But you know what? This is investing in your health. And if you do choose to do the shred, tell whoever invited you. And what we want to tell you to do is, we want to challenge you. Take before and after pictures, measure yourself, because we do this once a month. In fact, the next shred is starting on May 1st, the first Monday in May. And we want to help you now. Go ahead and start getting your products and start getting going. And
one of the best parts about this is, you know, say, okay, this is another expense we don't need in our food budget. But take it from me, we saved money doing this, because we were not buying all the terrible food, you know, a bag of chips, a 6-pack of soda, or down here in the South you call it Coke.
Exactly.
But you start rebalancing what you're eating, and you're not buying the expensive food anymore. You're not spending your afternoons in line at the fast food drive-thrus. So, you know, there is a great way of saving money in your food budget by getting on Juice Plus, taking Juice Plus, and eating what's right.
Exactly. Thank y'all so much for joining us, and please post your questions or contact whoever invited you.
It's been nice to see you tonight, and please take control of your health.
Absolutely. Thank y'all so much.